Welcome back to the Rice and Slice Golf Show podcast. My name is Theo. Gentlemen, by the side of me, as always, is Chenji Meng. Episode 65. What is going on, everybody? Thank you very much for tuning in, for listening, for watching, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing right now, whatever time zone you're in. Thank you for being around. Please like and subscribe. Please give the what do you call it? If you're listening, just give it like a 5-star review. Just why not, you know? We've done nothing wrong to you, have we? Have we, Chenji? We've said nothing wrong. We've done all right.
Hot takes.
Is it?
A lot of hot takes.
Nah. Well, hot takes are good. This is the whole point of the podcast, dude. To say our...
Racially sensitive jokes?
Nah, that's just face-to-face on course, dude. It's nothing for the...
Look, the name of our podcast, mate.
I know, but that was your idea, just to put it out there. That had nothing to do with me. I couldn't come up with something.
That's a great start to the podcast.
Yeah, Rice and Slice.
By the way, nice shirt.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, I got it. I haven't paid for it yet, but it's mine. Yesterday, me and Chenji met up, played at Collingtree.
That was yesterday.
It was. It feels like a lot longer than 24 hours, dude. Me and Chenji met up. We played 18 holes. Well, I want to say like 17 and a half holes of golf. We at Collingtree. Great course, great company. We probably did more talking than playing golf. I think that's fair to say.
We did. It was good, actually. It was therapeutical.
It was like a 5-hour therapy session for both of us. Very evenly, split up. So, Chenji had his time. I had my time. We both kind of... it was full circle. By the end, we were like both walking off feeling like we've accomplished something, which is great. Good golf was not one of the things that we accomplished. Well,
wow.
From me.
Wasn't great, was it?
It was so bad. And I was texting you the day before and I was like, oh, dude, like it's coming. Because on Saturday, I shot 84 with a triple on the 17th, and I was like, dude, I can't keep this up. I don't know what's going on. I'm playing
and then
great
the week
golf.
before, you were like, you broke 80 twice.
I broke 80 twice, and I'm like, no, this can't go on for much longer, dude. So I don't know if it's like the negative thoughts that was just like in my mind, and I was just going in thinking, oh, I'm going to play bad, until you actually go and you play bad, and you're like, why did I play bad? Well, it's because you manifested it, right? But I was like to Chenji, like, there's no way I can keep this up, dude. Like, there's no way. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why I'm playing good. It doesn't make sense. And I was saying to Chenji as well, I was like, I need to get humbled because this can't be the new normal, dude. Like, I'd understand, like, mid-80s on average, but if I'm breaking 80 and I'm, like, losing 2 balls every 5 rounds, that's great golf to me. And I'm like, I can't keep doing this. And then what happened yesterday, Chenji?
To be fair,
you can't. Stop trying to.
It started off decently.
It did not.
I mean, to be fair, it's a new course. We haven't played it. I mean, you played it once.
Stop it, Chenji. Stop trying to defend me.
I mean, by hole 5, you lost like.
It
4
was.
balls.
I think we were on. I want to say hole 8. And I lost 6 balls going on my 7th. It was like the front 9. I parred the 9th, and then before that, it was like my best score was a double bogey. It was so bad, but like I said, I'm glad. I don't know. I'm glad it happened. Back to reality a little bit, kind of back down to earth. But
I mean. This game humbles you, doesn't it?
It does, and so it should, I have no business breaking 80.
But to be fair, you were striking it quite well. I think you just, because you went back to your old driver, which, kind of like hooked a lot. And
Dude,
it was really windy yesterday.
Stop it,
Let's be
man.
very honest with you. It was actually really windy.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but no.
You're playing with a brand new 3-wood, right?
It, dude.
That you haven't really practiced for a lot.
Stop it, dude. You need to just calm down. Stop.
You had like a course you have only played once before.
No.
It's winter conditions.
No, that's not good enough. All these excuses are not good enough, Chenji. Because when I broke 80 both times, I had the old driver in the bag, and I had the new 3-wood in the bag as well, which I used. I have no excuse. And the weather wasn't great. It was still winter conditions. It was only like 10 days ago. No,
I mean, look,
I was using the same balls.
The Northamptonshire air is different. You breathe differently. The elevation is slightly different. You know, the air pressure. You know, it all affects your game, doesn't it?
Do you know what probably affected it more? The fact that we played really, really early in the morning and I didn't have time to sleep. No, wait. We started playing golf at 1:30 in the afternoon, so that I can't even use that as an excuse.
And you haven't eaten all day. I haven't eaten all day. You brought one sandwich that you were gonna bring it back, you know, to kind of eat. But I stole that sandwich and I ate the whole. I devoured that sandwich.
You were desperate. I couldn't just.
I was
leave you
so
like that,
desperate. I was so desperate for that sandwich.
But never mind.
Yeah, it's just blame it on the elevation.
Okay, yeah, on the elevation of Northamptonshire, 36 miles away from me. But yeah, it was good to see you. Genuinely, it was a good time. Unfortunately, I had to rush to leave afterwards because I wanted to go to the airport to pick up my niece. But it is what it is. We move on. Yeah, hopefully I get to see you soon.
Yeah, but you're off to somewhere exciting.
Well, I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm not excited at the same time. Like, dude, I don't feel very well today. I think I'm coming down with something. No. I knew from yesterday. I was like, something doesn't feel like Christiana. Like something's not right. And when I get sick, I get really sick. It's not like it's either like a really bad 24-hour bug, or it's like a 10-day thing. So I'm hoping it's a 24-hour bug and it's not a 10-day thing because obviously we're going to Portugal on Friday, and I don't feel very well right now. Obviously, I'm not playing golf tomorrow because the wind is like 60 miles an hour. So the next time I'll be playing golf after yesterday's crap round will be Portugal. So I need to kind of get that behind me and kind of not focus, but I do want to play. You want to go on holiday and play good golf, you know? You don't want to be shanky and
you're literally going to drink. You're going to get 10 bogeys and have 10 shots in the one round. Like you're not.
That's another thing that scares me. The fact that I'm playing with semi-professional alcoholics, and I'm there like yesterday.
Wait, what prevents them from being full professional alcoholic?
Well, they've still got jobs and they're doing very well in life. So I can't really say that they're full-on alcoholics. You know, I think they're genuinely semi-professional. Like, they can drink. Dude, here's what. Harry, I know you're listening, Harry. He went to Ireland just before Christmas. He was there for like 20 hours, 24 hours. And his target was to drink 20 pints of Guinness. And he was on pint 15. And he was like, oh no, I'm doing 20 today. Dude, he was on pint 15 and he was out and let's just say he soiled himself. So the only reason he stopped drinking was because he had to go back to the hotel to sort himself out. Otherwise, he would have drank the 20 pints. And I'm like, that's what I'm dealing with when I go to Portugal. Like, these people want to get bogeys to have shots. And I'm like, no, get me as far away from the drink as possible. So that's what I'm dealing with.
Maybe if you change the game to them. So, like, you take a shot getting a bogey. They get to have a shot if they make birdie.
Ooh. That's really interesting. No, what I'm going to do, though...
Or pause.
That's good. I like that. That's actually really good, you know. Jack, which is Harry's brother, he's also saying that to whoever's listening, the plan is that next episode, because I'm going to be in Portugal when, the time that we normally record this podcast, so a week today on Monday, I'm planning on recording a podcast with the boys that I'm going to Portugal with. Chenji, unfortunately, is not going to be there, so I think it'll be pretty good. So you get to meet the boys anyway, and we can kind of talk about the weekend and the last 3 days of golf and blah, 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 whatever. Which I think would be quite good.
3 guest speakers at the same time.
I know. I'm dreading it.
Sick.
But yeah, it'd be fine. But yeah, so it's... Jack is... he's a 12 handicap and I'm a 13 handicap. I genuinely believe that Jack is way better at golf than I am. But somehow, I don't know where he's missing... But he's only like a shot better than me, which doesn't make sense to me because I see how he hits it, dude. He's like, he can drive like a 310-yard drive, no problem. Anyway, and he's good at chipping. You know, I told you, he's great, but I don't know what he's doing wrong to obviously be a 12 handicap when I think he's an 8, for example, right? And then Harry, he is a 26 handicap. So And it was Harry's idea to do the video. Well, not the video. It was my idea to do the video for us to play the game where if you bogey a hole, you drink a shot. And I'm like, are you sure, Harry? He's like, yeah. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. I'll be fine. I'm like, you're a 26 handicap. He's like, yeah, I'll be fine. So God knows what's going to happen on Saturday, but it'd be good. I'm excited, but like genuinely scared at the same time. So we'll see.
Just relax.
You sound like
holiday.
my masseuse.
Eat some peri chicken.
Is that what I'm supposed to have in Portugal?
Yeah.
Have you been to Portugal before?
I did, yeah. I was where you were, but I didn't play any golf.
Is there like I'm so bad with Portugal. Like I've never been. This is so bad. I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm gonna say it. Portugal to me just feels like Spain. But I get it. Gosh. No, stop. I get it. It's two completely different cultures, completely different like countries, completely different languages. But whenever I think of Spain, I think of like the food and the weather and the culture. And that is exactly what I think about when I think of Portugal. But I don't know what like the traditional dishes are in Portugal. Does that make sense?
And this is going to offend a lot of people.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not.
No, not me. Not you. I'm about to say something very sensitive.
Oh my God. Go on then.
I hope we don't have that many Portuguese. I hope we have more Spanish.
Go on.
Actually, then. I'm not going to offend anybody. No, the Spanish food is better than Portuguese food.
Well, no. I don't think that's insulting because like Spanish food is typically... Well, it's one of the most popular cuisines in the world, right?
But I just think the only thing I have against like
I've never heard
Portuguese
of like
food.
Portuguese cuisine. I don't know.
Well, peri chicken in a way, but it's just a bit salty, right? It's a lot of like salted cod, bacalao, right? It's salted like what's it called? Like these little fishes, like it's like I forgot, like mackerel, like sardines, sorry, like grilled sardines. Grilled monkfish, grilled it's a lot of like seafood over there, especially where you're going to be by the coast. Mm-hmm. It's just a lot of like salty meat basically. It's not a lot of sauces.
Bacalao.
It's just,
yeah, I put what is Portugal's national dish, and it's bacalao. Bacalao, which translates to cod in English, is Portugal's national dish.
Fish and chips, mate, without the chips.
I don't know, man. I've got fish and chips every day of the week. I don't think I want to go over there and eat bacalao. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, whatever.
No, but I do like the beer. I do love the orange juice. When you do go there, get loads of orange juice. I do like
fresh really orange juice. I'm not just gonna
fresh. Yeah, exactly. Fresh. Buy some the Tropicana.
Yeah, the Portuguese version of Tropicana is incredible. You should definitely try.
Yeah, made it.
Okay, all right, cool, fair enough. Right, anyway.
Beer's great. Get some port wine. So you'll have fun.
Well, I think I'll have fun. I think it'd be good, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyways,
yeah, but I mean, look, the weather's going to be good.
Well, it's very average. It's going to be better than the UK, but it's not going to be like.
But it looks great. Like the whole coastline looks amazing, man. So yeah.
What's putting me off as well? I was obviously very excited to go, and I am genuinely excited. But then you see the weather, and I'm like, I'm just putting me down a bit because it was 20 degrees, nothing but sunshine for the past 2 months. Since we booked the vacation, last 2 months, it was sun, 20 degrees, 19 degrees. And then the day we get there, on Friday, it's rain. On Saturday, it's wind. On Sunday, it's cloudy rain. And I'm like, give us a break, man. We're going to Portugal for like winter golf, to kind of get away from all the cold. And anyway, but it is what it is. We're moving on, dude. Did you happen to catch any golf over the weekend?
I did not, but I'm obviously read a lot of the news. So it's a very, I would say it's even like a tipping point between PGA and Live Golf.
Explain.
Live Golf, that felt quite exciting. They had a playoff. There's loads of stuff going on. For the first time, I saw more social media engagement of Live Golf on my social media compared to PGA, and that's my opinion. I haven't watched either. Do you know why
there was more coverage of the Live than PGA?
Well, it's Rahm's first first tournament.
Yeah. Obviously, it's Well, I don't know if you knew, but the Pebble Beach Pro-Am did not go as scheduled. They only played Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
So
which is,
so the final round got postponed on Sunday because of heavy winds and really bad weather, and it was supposed to get played on Monday. But then they saw that the weather, they saw the weather forecast that it's going to be really bad Sunday, really bad Monday. So what they did was they kind of just whoever was first on Saturday was the actual winner of the championship, which is cool. It is what it is. Wyndham Clark obviously played incredible golf. Did he shoot 12 under on the Friday?
Yeah, he made the course record. He was one putt away. To be fair, he just had that one extra bogey. If he didn't get that bogey, which to be fair was like an amazing save, I did see the clips.
Yeah.
If he either didn't make that bogey or he made an eagle on the 18,
which he nearly did, by the way.
He nearly did.
He nearly
exactly.
made an eagle, which was pretty cool.
He would have shot 59, which is crazy.
Normally, I would be very, very excited for Wyndham Clark. I'd be like, cool, you played, you shot the lights out, happy days. But I can't be happy for the guy. Especially this weekend, because on Thursday, what did it start? Did it start Thursday or did it start Friday?
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday,
and Sunday. So it was a 4 rounds, no cut.
Yeah, it's a 4 round.
Right. So on Thursday, I'm at work, and I see that Rory is on the same group as Ludwig Aberg, obviously baby boy. I love Ludwig, right? And I'm like, they're warming up, and I'm like, I don't know, I fancy a bet. I'm not really a betting man. Like, I'll go casino every once in a while, whatever. But I'm like, I fancy a bet. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna bet on Ludwig to win the Pebble Beach Pro-Am.
No way.
And then I'm like, okay, so I go on my betting app. I try and log in. Obviously, like like the last time I even logged in, it wouldn't like accept my login. I need to reset my password or whatever. So I go in, I log in, I get the odds. Odds were 19-1 for Ludwig Aberg to win. I'm like, cool, it is what it is. Happy days, So I'm like, I wanted to put £100 on Ludwig.
No way.
To win, but to finish top 5. So if you finish top 5, I still get something back. I get basically like 1/5 of whatever the total prize was. But
That's still decent money, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm trying to put the bet on. I'm trying to add money into the account. And I can't, it won't let me add money. And it's just like a notification saying, Apple Pay is not accepted at this point. I'm trying to do my PayPal, it's not working. I'm trying to do my, a new debit card, it's not working. And I'm like, damn it, man. And at this point, the more it's not working, normally it's a sign to not put the bet on. But to me, I was like, no, I'm more determined than ever to place this bet. I go co-op next door to where I work, and I'm like, I need PaySafe. Do you have PaySafe?
You're joking.
And then there was a new girl behind the counter, and because I remember from years ago, they always struggle to find the PaySafe on the till. She was like, oh, I don't know how to find it. And I'm like, okay, I leave. So I'm like, back up. What do? I call Stel. So I call Stel, and I'm like,
You're
dude,
joking.
put me £100 on your betting app for Ludwig to finish top 5. And he goes, no problem, I got you. And I'm like, sick, okay, problem solved, whatever. Tease it up. I think he birdies the first, and eagles, whatever. He birdies the first, and I'm like, oh, brilliant. And then he goes, dude, I made a mistake. And I'm like, what's the mistake? And then he goes, I didn't put him to finish top 5. I put him as a winner outright. And I'm like, you're joking. And I'm like, dude, and he goes, I'm sorry, dude. And he goes, okay, I was like, try and cash out. He goes, I can't, he won't let me cash out. And I'm like, okay, so now I have a £100 bet on Ludwig to win the Pro-Am outright.
Oh my gosh.
So when they finish second or below, it's just no good. So I'm like, okay, it is what it is. You've made the mistake. It's fine. We'll live with it, right? So then Thursday happens. Great golf. Friday happens. Great. Oh no. So Thursday night, I get home and I think he's second or first. He's either first or second, right? So I'm like, we've got a chance here, man. It's looking good. Ludwig is playing brilliant golf, effortless. Everything's just going in. Everything's looking great. Swing looking great. Ludwig, my boy's looking fantastic. And I'm excited. Even Cristiano was watching the golf with me. So I get a text from Stan. He goes, dude, just so you know, the odds right now, that this was after the first round, are exactly the same if you want to put another bet on.
No.
So I'm like, oh, so I go on the betting app and I see 19-1 for Ludwig to win. So I'm like, okay, I try again, £100 deposit into my account, and I place the bet as I wanted to do it in the first time round.
No
so
way.
I played £100 for Ludwig to finish top 5 basically. 19-1. I'm like, okay, cool, happy days. So then Friday rolls around. Saturday he's playing great, but Wyndham Clark shoots his the absolute, just incredible golf, right? Normally I'd be like, I can't believe this. I'd be like hyping up. I was sharing stories. Nothing. I'm not doing nothing for Wyndham Clark this weekend. I want him to fail. I need him to fail. Dude, the total, if both bets landed, which there was a very high chance, it would have been like $5,000 pay, or like $4,000 payout. And I'm like, dude, we've got a holiday. We've got kids on the way. I need to... Do you know how expensive twin baby strollers are, dude? They're nearly $2,000. I'm like,
you're joking.
Yeah, man, they're really, and I'm like, let's get this, Ludwig, man. Like, help a brother out.
Exactly. Help the man afford a twin stroller.
So then Saturday night, me and Christiana are sitting around, we're watching golf. As soon as I had to put it on, as soon as I put the golf on, it was a PGA professional, and he had a 2-foot putt, and he missed. And Christiana was like, oh my God, this guy is so shit. I can't believe he's a professional golfer. Dude, she was talking about Scotty Scheffler. Only the #1 best golf player in the world. And I'm like, to be fair, he's not playing well. He goes, and ever since then, dude, he didn't make a putt. Christina's like, why is this guy even playing golf? Like, he's so bad. And I'm like,
he's world number one.
He's literally world number one, you know? And it's like, I don't know how. Like, golf must be really bad if he's like the tip of the iceberg. Like, if this is the guy that you need to beat, like, you know, I think you need to find a new sport, because it doesn't look very difficult.
I can only imagine like her saying it as well.
Yeah. And to be fair, like, she's not wrong, because if you're watching highlights and you're like a casual golf watcher or whatever, and you watch it whenever, every major or whatever, and you just so happen to watch Scotty Scheffler play golf this weekend, you'd be like, and he was still up there, he was still doing well, but his putting, dude, was so bad. It was absolutely terrible. And then Christina to come out and say, I don't know how this guy's #1, man. I was laughing. But anyway, Saturday night finishes, and I'm like, come on, man, like, come on, Ludwig, more day.
What was his position?
He was second.
Oh, no
one
way.
shot behind.
You're
two
joking.
Shots. He was 2 shots behind. He had a good chance to go way better. From the 15, 16, 17, 18, he parred every single one. He could have easily birdied at least one of them. The 18th par 5, it was a par, but it was a shame, because if I remember correctly, he kind of like faded it a bit too much, and he had like a really difficult flop shot to get over a bunker onto the green. But dude, he did it so effortlessly. But again, he was for par. But it's a shame. But dude, my theory was, right, the round that Wyndham Clark had, 12 under, he was not going to carry on Sunday. The pressure might have got to him, whatever, happy days. Ludwig, though, I genuinely believe that he would have played like really, really solid golf on the Sunday, and he's
got nothing to lose.
Exactly, and he would have been at least, I think he would have been with less pressure because he's second. So I don't know. It's just
the guy chasing has always less pressure.
So right? I felt like I genuinely had a chance of winning this bet. So I'm like, happy days, Sunday. Oh. And then I get home on Sunday, and I'm like, I'm really tired after we play golf or whatever. And I text Theo, and I'm like, dude, like, what's happening? Anything interesting in the golf? And he goes, dude, no, it's been postponed to tomorrow. I'm like, damn. But then I'm like, cool, that's fine. You know, I've got a day off today. I'll be watching the golf. Wake up this morning, see Wyndham Clark has won. They've cancelled the round. And I'm like, damn it, man. But it is what it is. I've won £300.
Oh, you got your money back?
I got my money back plus like 90 quid. But happy days. Obviously, I haven't lost.
Yeah.
But...
Well, that's pretty good, actually, to be fair. But
it's not bad. It's not bad.
Annoying. It's annoying.
I basically put a bet for £200 and I won 90. It's okay.
Screw Wyndham Clark. I don't like the guy.
Wyndham Clark, I don't like the guy anyway. Do one. But yeah, it's a shame because
Theo could have bought a bloody twin stroller.
Dude, I could have literally kitted like the whole baby room out with that winnings. But it is what it is. I just need to work harder. Right. That's what I need to do.
We officially hate the PGA, right?
No, we just hate Wyndham Clark and his silly, stupid 12 under score. That should never have happened.
You know, I'm getting your twins some baby strollers.
Yes, please. Oh my God, dude, that would be amazing. They're only like for you, it's peanuts. Only £1,700. So cheap, so cheap. You're a London boy now, dude. You earn what is it like? We spoke about this yesterday. Like £800,000 a year.
Oh, like Vietnamese dongs.
What's the exchange rate? 800,000 Vietnamese dongs.
Google it.
XE. Where is it? Oh my god! I genuinely want to know what
800,000 Vietnamese dongs, mate.
Oh my god! 1 second.
Go on then. How much is it?
Vietnamese dongs. 8. How many zeros is it in 800,000? 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
262 pounds.
Yeah, about that.
That's about right. That's about right.
That's about right.
Anyway. Oh my god, moving on. Dude, I watched a bunch of golf over the weekend. We're going to get into live in a bit. But what I wanted to talk about before we move on from the PGA, most people probably won't realize this, but I don't know why I realize this. Adidas are going to be the next big sponsor in golf, right? I don't know if you've noticed, they're picking up lessons, shall we say, from all these years from Nike, right? First of all, they changed the logo and they made it so nice and so crisp and so clean, right? And if you've noticed, anybody now that's sponsored by Adidas, like Ludwig, for example, yesterday, the clothes look incredible. They the fits look really nice.
Oh, the feeling is great.
The feeling is great. I've got a bunch of Adidas stuff. Dude,
amazing.
It's so nice.
Amazing.
But what I love the most is the fact that now every Adidas sponsored player is officially like just clean look, right? There's no sponsors. There's no, I don't know, Morgan & Morgan or whatever. Or like there's no DHL. There's no UPS. It's just clean looking golfers.
It's like tennis. It's like a tennis player.
It looks so classy and so elegant and just so. I love it. And it makes me, as a fan, want to buy Adidas golf clothing. I can't. I need to stop because I've got legit a wardrobe full of golf clothing. So I'm not going to do that. But it looks incredible, dude. And a part of me is happy because when I first started playing golf, I didn't like the look of the Adidas logo. It just looked old and a bit tacky. But now the way they just done it, right? It just looks so. I don't know. I'm not a graphic designer, so I don't know the right words to use. And I'm sure there's a bunch of graphic designers listening that like, oh, this is the word you're looking for. But it just looks so crisp and so clean and so tidy. And I love it. I'm a big fan, and I can't wait for Adidas to sponsor us so we can be like rocking Adidas stuff, and then we can do videos and podcasts with Ludwig.
Says the guy who literally has a huge G4 sign in front of his t-shirt.
That is very true. I tried it on today for the first time. I know. And to be honest with you, mate, the only reason I'm wearing this is because it looks like a football top, first of all, but it's like golf themed, so that's fine. But you know what I'm like? I don't like big logo clothing, so you never see me wearing like a football top with massive G4 letters on it. Like you'll never see me do that. That's not me. Though. But apart from that, it's always small details, small logos. I don't like big stuff.
I can't wait for October.
What's in October?
The G4 sale again.
Oh my god. No, I can. I'm gonna have 3-month-old babies. No, I don't want to know. If there is a G4 sale, I would really, really appreciate it if you don't tell me this time. Please.
I mean, are you sure about that? 75% off.
Yes, I'm sure, dude. I'm genuinely sure. Yes, I'm trying to find things. After not winning the bet now, I'm trying to find things to sell and flog. No,
99% of gamblers quit right before they win it big.
Yeah, that's true. It was funny. I was watching a video and they were like, "Oh, I've got a great gambling tip for you to win on roulette. All you need to do is just put loads of money on the number that's about to come up next. That's all you need to do, and then you're gonna make it big. That's all you need to do." But yeah,
Exactly. And just make sure you don't quit, okay?
Yeah, never quit. No, you can't quit. You can't quit. No. But yeah.
Okay, guys. Gambling is bad for you.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Do it responsibly, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're the last people that anybody should listen to advice from. But happy days. Did you watch any live?
I watched just the clips, really.
Dude, it was actually decent.
I did watch fucking Neiman shot 59. Like, so obviously he broke 59.
Yeah.
It felt like a more exciting tournament anyway.
It was. It was more exciting because Sergio Garcia was in the playoff, and personally, I was like genuinely rooting for him to win. There were 4 playoff holes. They drove it half decent, but dude, they like the second shot into the green. Both of them were it was just terrible. 4 goes, and they were playing in the dark, like legit. It was pitch black. The only source of light was that massive projector on the side of the green that was just beaming light towards the green so they could see what they were doing. Obviously, us at home watching, it didn't seem that bad. But to them, at one point, they kind of switched cameras and like they switched the brightness to like what it actually looked like. And I'm like, oh, damn. Like at one point, they were like by the third playoff hole, they were hitting shots and like you can see the players and they're kind of like squinting their eyes, trying to like see where the ball was and where it landed. And they were like looking around like, did anybody see where that ball landed? Is it on the green? And I'm like, bloody hell, it must be really dark. But yeah, it was great. All the commentators, right? They were actually saying like, yeah, they'll probably try to get away with 1 playoff hole and then they're going to have to come back tomorrow. And then they've obviously they tied the first playoff hole and they're like, okay, cool. They're going to run it back again. And Liv said to the guys, listen, to speed things up, if you want, we can get you in buggies and take you back on the 18th because they were only playing the 18th green. The 18th hole, sorry. So Joachim Neiman was like, yeah, cool, that's fine. Dude, Sergio was like, no, we're going to walk. I was like, yeah, but speed things up. He goes, no. So I don't know if it was like a mind games or he wanted to like build up the pressure on the walk to the tee. But he didn't like Sergio Garcia didn't like the fact that he got offered a lift. But because Neiman got on the buggy, Sergio Garcia was like, well, yeah, of course I'm going to get on the buggy. So second hole, same again. They tied the hole, and they were like, and the comment was like, yeah, they're going to probably come back tomorrow. And then they asked the players, Neiman and Garcia, they were like, what do you want to do? And then Garcia was like, let's go, man, let's go. And they were chanting. Everybody was like, one more hole. And it was pretty decent, to be fair, man. And then third hole, they tied off again. Fourth hole, unlucky. I think Garcia hit like a bad second shot. Again, fair play, man, because you cannot see what you're hitting at that point. And he hit a bad second shot. He was on the right-hand side of the rough. He made a decent up and down. He almost holed the up and down, but he just sped past the hole. And then obviously Joachim Neiman just kind of putted it. It was a great putt, great win, happy days. But it was good. Like playoff holes, man. It's like watching penalties.
Yeah, it's sick.
It's like watching the penalties. It's quite fun.
It's amazing.
Yeah, man.
It's amazing. And they're good friends in private as
well.
Of
course they are. Yeah, but it was interesting. Obviously, Legion 13 won the team event. So what was it? There was obviously we know Tyrrell Hatton and John Rahm, and the other 2 players are like rookies, shall we say? And dude, I was reading that one of the players. Let me try and get it up. If I see the picture, Vincent. Let's say Kyle Vincent. I don't know if that's his name, but the Vincent guy, literally 3 weeks ago, dude.
Scott Vincent.
No, it's K. It's K Vincent, right?
Okay.
3 weeks ago, dude, he was like in college, like living in a crappy little dorm playing golf, right? And he just won like just over $1 million playing at Live Golf. It's absolutely crazy. So that just goes to show like money goes a long way. I don't care what people say, man. And it's like, crazy. I don't know if you want to chase the bag, but chase the bag. Get the bag.
I mean, like speaking of bags, like Nick Dunlap, we talked about him last episode.
Yes.
Yeah. Won at the amateur, had his like fame. Was invited to join the AT&T Pebble Beach tournament this past weekend. Mm-hmm. And you saw that, right? He came in dead last.
Yeah, he didn't play well at all. I saw that. And it's just...
But to be fair, he still got paid like 30. I think he still got paid 30,000, right?
Still,
so, which is like a decent amount of money.
Still, it's not. That's not the point. The point is
this man just gave up college, right? Turned professional. But
then again, he got a nice payday after him leaving, after him turning pro. So yes, he might have won the what was it, like 2 point something million, like he would have won on the Farmers Open, but he still got a nice, decent looking bag from all the sponsors.
The more you think about it, the more it's like, I think it messes up your head, doesn't it? I think when you win, it don't feel like it's, I've won. Like, it's amazing. It's a great achievement. All the media's reporting on me. But then like a week later, you realize, did I really just give up on did I really just not win $2.8 million? Like that's a life-changing sum of money, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, but
Don't you think? Like, I mean, again, it's a different mentality. His chances might come, but his chances might not come, and he's just missed out on $2.8 million. Like, I think that kind of messes with your head, especially when you're like 18 years old.
yeah,
like
but
20 years old.
he's become a millionaire anyway through sponsors.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's almost like
Yeah, of course.
But then there's two sides to this, right? There's a side where you're thinking, I can't believe I missed out on $2.8 million, and then there's another side, and that would push you to win that $2.8 million now that you're pro, and you're like, I'm grinding and I'm working hard and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But then there's the other side where I missed out on the 2.8 million, but I've made 1.5 million through sponsorships after turning pro, and now I'm gonna relax. Like, I'm good for the next 10 years. I can just find myself. So there's two ways you can look at it. People that want to grind and people that were just legit looking for like a bag. So maybe he might have lost his motivation. I mean, going from first to last, it's a bit of a jump. And I don't know, like there was decent golf being played on like on Pebble Beach and Spyglass as well. So it's a bit. I don't think there's a good enough excuse for him to finish dead last. So it's just one of those. But it'd be interesting to kind of see how the year kind of plays out for him. Dude, Victor Hovland's not playing very well. He pulled out of the, Phoenix Open.
Same as Xander Schauffele.
Oh, did he? Oh, yes, of course he did. I saw that afterwards. But yeah, it's. I'm probably more surprised from Victor to not be playing well. So
yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, you know, last year was like an amazing season for him, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's won the biggest paycheck,
Yeah.
right? Like, you know, won the Tour Championship, won the Memorial, right? And then, you know, proceeds to help, you know, the Europe team win the Ryder Cup. And like this year, it's just been kind of horrible.
He's just having a Theo moment, that's all, mate.
Yeah, well, he's having like a Theo in Northampton moment.
Yeah, I mean, he just needs to get humbled a little bit. Like, it's all good winning $50
which
million
is why I think,
in a
you know,
Ryder Cup, but
so he
you
probably
need to
works
come back to earth.
he probably works like a therapist who told him, you know, you just need to relax a little bit, right? You know,
which is not the wrong thing to say to him right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? So, like, I think, apparently he's just going to spend the week, you know, at the range, fixing his game, relax a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
makes sense.
Like, you know, get his stuff together before major season.
That's
it.
it.
You know, major season.
Hopefully, that's how
is
it works
actually
out.
quite soon. I can't wait for.
I'm looking forward to it. April. I don't know where I'll be in April, but yeah, we need to sort something out to kind of have like a viewing party or whatever it is.
100%.
It was funny, right? Because yesterday, I think I don't know if I told you this. Yesterday, I mentioned to you. Obviously, I've been playing decent golf. And I was talking with a bunch of, with my friends that I normally play golf with. And I was like, I think it's time. I think it's time to upgrade my ball. And today, one of the topics was going to be, I'm thinking about upgrading the ball, going from the Kirkland to the Pro V1. Big jump, some would say, or not so big jump, some other people would say. After yesterday's round, I'm genuinely rethinking about that choice. So I don't know. Yesterday, I genuinely lost more balls than I've lost over winter golf in one round. In one round, I've lost more balls than I've lost in winter golf.
Yeah.
So
to be fair, it was a tight course.
Stop it, man. Windy. Stop. No, I'm not accepting these excuses. I'm sorry. I'm not. The greens were really nice. The only excuse that I could give.
Balls are super spinny, so it exaggerates the hooks. It exaggerates the slices.
Did you watch the My Golf Spy video on the Kirkland ball?
I did, and people were not happy about it.
Listen, right? I have beef. I love My Golf Spy. I actually, like, that's the number one place where I'm going to go to get my reviews. If I'm thinking about buying something, whether it's a golf bag or a golf club, that is my source where I go to get all my information. How dare they bring down the Kirkland ball? And they were saying that they rated it 45 out of 100, right? And they were like, oh, if you don't care about losing 6 to 10 shots around, then use this ball. Lady, if I was to change balls and I would save 6 to 10 rounds, I would be playing off scratch, right? No, I refuse to believe that this, I don't know what research you've done. It's a high spinning ball. It's this, is that. it is the best value for money ball that money can buy. Yes, it might, after 3 holes, you might need to chuck it away or it might get a scratch. But when you're a mid to high handicapper, it doesn't even matter. They were saying it exaggerates your slice. Just don't hit a slice. Get a lesson. Try and hit it straight, right? Right, okay. I bulk buy this ball. I go and I'm like, I spend all my points that I have accumulating to 1 year at Costco and I spend it on these balls. I dropped my handicap from a 27 to a 13 using this ball. I won £10,000 using this ball. You cannot.
No way! I did not know that that was the ball you used to win the.
This is the ball. I have the ball. And I've written £10,000 on it.
Wait, did Rick sign it? You should have. Wait,
I should have. I should have. But I don't know. I should have. When I see him next time, I'll probably get him to sign it because this ball, I'm saving it. I won £10,000 using a Kirkland ball. You cannot tell me that the Kirkland ball is not good. It might not be as good as a Pro V1, obviously, that's fine. But I refuse to believe what you're saying. I love you, Margot Spy, but you are wrong on this. You have to take the L. And the clothes that the lady's wearing is absolutely ridiculous. So I'm going to leave that at that.
I haven't seen you this excited for ages.
Dude, I refuse. I refuse to accept the fact that you can't say that the Kirkland ball is not a good ball.
And one key thing that they just forget to mention, right, at all in like the whole review and comment is like how it feels to hit the ball. Like, yes, like hitting a Strixon whatsoever, like, might be like a better, more consistent ball, but it feels good to hit the Kirkland ball. It feels nice and soft. It feels like it's going to spin.
Yep.
You can attack the pin. It just feels like a premium ball, right?
I've hit some of my best shots that I've ever hit in my golf life over the past 6 months using a Kirkland ball. A year ago, I wasn't using a Kirkland ball. Not a year ago, like in the summer, I wasn't using a Kirkland ball. I was using I want to say like Strixon Soft Feel or like a Pro V1X or something like that, right? But Kirklands will always be in my bag. But over winter, I'm like, there's no way I'm using a Pro V1. There's no way I'm using any other ball apart from a Kirkland. Now I get it. Oh, well, if you're not good at golf and you're scared about losing balls, then obviously use a Kirkland. Yes, you're right. But you have to also think about that we're playing in the UK where it's like wet and damp. And there's been a few times where you could hit a drive straight down the middle and it could plug in the middle of the fairway and you can still lose a ball. It doesn't always have to be you losing a ball because you sliced it or you hooked it or you just kind of lost it or whatever, right? It could be a great shot and you still lose a ball. You still can't find it, especially in the UK of how crap the weather is. So why would I risk losing a £4 ball rather than using, I don't know, like a 50p ball? And to me, they're not far off. I understand. I'm just an average golfer. It is. I understand that. That's fine. That's fair. But again, an average golfer shouldn't really be using a Pro V1 anyway. I don't know. Hot topic. It's a bit of a too good of a ball for me.
Remember when you first started playing?
I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking, dude. I don't know what I was thinking. I was a 20 whatever handicap, and I was using brand new Pro V1s. Not left dash and Pro V1s, and then Pro V1s left dash. Not lake balls, not like balls that I found in the trees. No.
£50. We're talking about £50 a
50
packet, a ball.
Great British pounds for a dozen of Pro V1s. And now I'm looking back and I'm thinking, what a stupid thing to do. So now that I have more sense, I'm like, yes, of course I'm going to be using a Kirkland ball. What do you mean? Makes complete
100%.
sense. So now, on Saturday, I didn't lose a ball on Saturday, but on the 18th green, and I picked up my ball. I had like a chip shot or whatever. I was on the green. I finished my round, and I'm waiting for my mate Jack to finish his round. I look at my ball, and there was a scratch. There was like a bit of a deep scratch, which is a common thing with Kirklands. No problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I looked at it. I was like, cool. And I just chucked it in the lake. I don't care.
Brilliant.
I don't care. Exactly. It's a cheap ball. If it lasts a whole round, great. If it lasts one hole, great. You don't care. If I lose a ball, or even if I hit a provisional shot, And I go to find the first one, and I find the first, and the second, and my provisional is like on the other side of the fairway. Like, forget it.
Just gonna forget about it.
Whoever finds it, good luck to them. I hope they keep it, and I hope they don't lose it. It's only a cheap Kirkland ball. It's a great ball. I don't care what anybody says. Speaking of that, I'm thinking of upgrading to a Pro V1.
Do it. I think you're ready. It's
when it gets summery, I'll try it.
Especially at your home course, right? I think.
Yes, I agree. At my home course, I agree. But dude,
100%.
It's the distance I can understand with the Pro V1 and in Kirkland, cool. But everything else, it's a bit like I'm not at the level where I can tell the difference, right? And it's funny because we actually spoke about this yesterday when I told you about my driver, where I had the G430 in my bag. I sold it recently to a friend, and my new driver hasn't arrived yet. So I'm put my 3-year-old Ping G410 back in my bag, and I've been using that. And normally, whenever I hit drivers or I watch like reviews or whatever from like Peter Finch or Rick Shields or whoever I'm watching, they're like, "Oh, this sounds great. I like the sound on this. I don't like the sound of this." And I'm like, to me, it just sounds the same. Every driver to me sounds exactly the same. Until the other day when I used my 3-year-old driver for the first time, and I was like, bloody hell, that's so loud. And I could genuinely tell the difference. And I told you this yesterday. It's like a hammer hitting metal. It doesn't sound very pleasing at all, the old driver. But it is what it is. I'm just waiting for the new driver to arrive. So happy days. It is what it is.
It'll be sick.
Yeah, man. Some other news. Have you seen TaylorMade that's filed a lawsuit against Costco?
Huge.
Dude.
Huge.
Have you seen the comparisons?
Kirkland's look better.
Apart from the logo.
Did you see when they cut the iron and the Kirkland just looks like much better quality?
Yeah, you're right. You're completely right.
Right.
So for whoever doesn't know, Costco have released their own irons, and they're just called Kirkland Costco irons, whatever they're called, right? And it's like a package set, happy days. But at first glance, they look exactly the same as a P790, and we spoke about this a few episodes ago. And then a couple of days ago, we come to find out that TaylorMade is actually suing Costco because of how similar some of the features on the Kirkland signature, like irons, are to the P790s. But then you're like, yeah, it looks the same from the outside, but that's about it. It's a golf club. How much different can it look? I agree. But when you look in, like when you cut the middle of the actual iron, the actual like face of the iron, it looks exactly the same. If anything, the Kirkland looks a lot better. Crazy, right? So it'd be interesting to kind of see where they go from here.
But, I mean, look, I think Costco's laughing.
Do you reckon?
They might have gotten sued, but this is some great PR, man. Like, you launch a product, yeah, and like the connoisseurs will know about it. Like you and I have talked about it, but most people have no idea about this. And now TaylorMade has sued them, and that's like reported in every single news outlet, gets reported on like Bloomberg, gets reported on mainstream TV, and then people who would have never actually realized that Costco released this Kirkland irons will be like, oh, nice, let's go buy some, right? And remember, they probably actually did copy it from TaylorMade. Like, let's be honest here. Right?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised. They got like the best irons in the last 10 years. And like, let's just do that. It's fine. It's fine.
Exactly that. So they've incurred £0 of or next to £0 of product development, right? Like for TaylorMade to produce like the Stealth driver, the QI10 driver, the the new P790, new P770s, right? Like they're spending hundreds of millions just to get the products off the shelf, like just to create the product, right? And all Costco has to do is have that same amount of money that they've saved in like product development and put them to the lawyers' fees.
I wouldn't be surprised. And it's
like and they literally they just use their willingness to spend on lawyers as like a muscle, as a flex. Okay, like sue us, TaylorMade, right? We will put this much money, and we've already set this money aside for legal fees in the first place. It's built into our whole budget, like our model for this whole product, right? Because we've paid £0 to develop this product. let's just put that money into lawyer fees. Hopefully it's successful. And the whole Kirkland sort of like brand itself, it kind of like operates this way. Like they see any good product and they just kind of copy it.
Yep.
And if the original producer is like, or the brand is a small or medium-sized company, they don't even bother like suing Costco because they know they're going to lose in just the lawyer fees, right? They're just like, kind of like tell them, all right, guys, can you give us some money, please? And then Costco will probably like, give them a little bit of money, settle it, in like outside of court, and then write some NDAs and everybody's happy, right? For a big company like TaylorMade, they're obviously trying to get them, sue them to stop this product from going, right? But until the court has made that decision to actually stop the product from selling, right? The brand is going to be there. And it's just like exactly what's happened to like the Kirkland like ball. Remember when they got sued by Titleist,
Yep.
Pro V1, and they actually had to like remove them from the shelves, right? But that thing catapulted the Kirkland ball into success.
Yep.
So now, even though the product is not as good as the ones before are, but people are buying them in droves. So that's exactly what's going to happen to the irons.
It's free marketing.
It's free marketing,
Yeah.
right? They just like hopefully they can like use the lawyers to get away with like actually like selling the same exact product, and even if they don't, they just end up making a couple of tweaks. It's going to look a bit more different than what it looks like right now, but then everybody's going to know about it and start buying it from it.
Exactly.
They just launched a product with like amazing PR.
Yeah,
right. Like
it works.
There is literally
it makes
zero.
Sense.
It works. They've
because,
done exactly the same thing with the Kirkland ball, and now they're doing exactly the same thing with the Kirkland irons.
Do you know what it is? Right? What you're saying is absolutely spot on, and it's very smart, obviously, from Costco. And I expect nothing less, if I'm honest with you, from Costco, right? But it's a thing of we're talking about. Oh my God, Costco just copied the P790s from TaylorMade. A bunch of people that just got into golf will see how expensive golf clubs are. Will see the price like you have to put into golf, right? And they might get put off, but then they go, hold on. I heard of TaylorMade. Isn't Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy sponsored by TaylorMade? Do you mean that I can play in one of their like irons, but it's a different brand, but I get to pay quarter of the price? I think I'm gonna go pay £80, become a member at Costco if I'm not already, and just buy these set of clubs for £300 or £400 or whatever it is, and just go out and play golf. And
then these people are going to renew their memberships. They're going to like fill up, petrol in Costco. They're going to buy loads of stuff they don't need, which is exactly what I do.
That's exactly what my favorite place. Yesterday, we were driving home with Christiana after going to my brother's house, and I said, "Oh, what do you do today?" He goes, "Oh, my father-in-law's, my dad's car broke down, so Christiana had to go and pick him up, and they had to go to Costco." And I'm like, "Oh, you're so lucky, man! You went to Costco today." I legit said that. She was like, yeah. I was like, oh, did you have a good time? I was like, tell me all about Costco. That's how much I love Costco. And I said to her, we need to go to the Costco in Leicester because it's like 3 times bigger than the one in Derby. Like, it's like the closest thing to an American Costco that you'll find, the Leicester one.
No way.
It is massive. I love Costco, man. Dude, during COVID, when like all the businesses were closed down and Costco was open, I would wake up in the morning and go to Costco and just walk around because I had nothing else to do. I would just go and get a trolley and just go around Costco. Obviously, I would buy bits and bobs, but I would just walk around and just try out all the food and all the drinks. And
exactly, free food in it.
Oh my, dude, I love it. I love Costco. Costco is my number one favorite place to go.
Dude, I don't even eat nuts, but I bought 2 kilograms of nuts from Costco like
it's crazy.
2 days ago.
Yeah. It's like I've got like drawers of just Costco stuff. I love it, man. I love it. You can't go wrong with Costco.
And they know how to do marketing, man.
Costco would be a great sponsor for us. It would make so much sense for Costco to sponsor us.
100%.
We're right up their street, man. Like, come on.
100%.
Costco, if
value
you're
for
listening.
money.
Value for
high
money.
handicappers.
Yes, man.
Average golfers.
Well, I'll happily play with Costco clubs. I'm only using the balls.
Dude, I'll deck my whole body out in Kirkland signature, mate. Like we're talking about Kirkland signature pajamas, Kirkland signature logoed football shirts,
man.
Kirkland
hoodies, everything.
Exactly.
They already have the stock. All you need to do is just send us some free stuff. You know, you're not making anything.
I've got like 20 Kirkland golf gloves.
Yeah.
I just every time I go to Costco, I just buy golf gloves, and I'm like,
to be fair, those gloves are wicked. They're so nice.
They're so good. They're so
again. I bet you they've probably copied like the Titleist Players Club or something. You know.
No, it's like literally from the same factory.
There you go. See what I mean? It makes sense.
It's the same factory in Indonesia. It literally, I mean, you can't copyright a golf glove to be fair.
On the back, it says "Made in Indonesia." P.S. Same factory as the Titleist Players Club. But yeah, I genuinely love Costco, man. I can't speak highly of Costco. Anyway, on that note, guys, that is it for this week.
Thank you, Costco followers. We're gonna add you.
Costco, please sponsor us. Oh my god, just
please
give us free food or like a voucher. Even give us 1 year free membership. I'll take that. But
to be fair, I'll take that.
Platinum membership. Did you used to use my Costco card to get petrol?
I did used to, but I've got my own one now.
You've upgraded in the world.
I've upgraded. I've lived in London.
That's it. Now you're in your 800,000 Vietnamese dongs.
Exclusive membership.
Oh wow!
Exclusive.
They're open on Christmas Day just for you. That's how exclusive it is.
Exactly.
Anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe. I will see you next week with the Blads. And I'll see Chenji in two episodes. Hopefully the episode actually goes through next week and we don't just mess about. But it'd be good. I'm gonna get them a little bit drunk so they kind of loosen up, because obviously it's easy talking golf with everybody, with people that you know that play golf or like are interested in golf. But it's different when you've got lights and like 3 cameras on you, and microphones, and you have to like keep the microphone close to your mouth, and you have to be in frame and all that stuff. So it might be a little bit different for them. But the plan is to get them a little bit drunk and then kind of just let the conversation flow. So it could be a 30-minute podcast. It could be a 3-hour podcast. Who knows?
That sounds like a violation, mate. Getting them drunk to do something against their wills.
Thank you guys for listening. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.
Love you and leave you.